Hey gang, Ronan here. Welcome on back to the Cade. We are back in business after the heat wave has finally passed through the west coast of the US of A. We were forced to be shut down last week because of the heat and the amount of damage it was doing not just on our computers but also ourselves. We got through the heat and we realized that it had been a while since we took a week off and we really all needed it just to kind of get through it. But we are back with week 6 of our visitation and our what if for Sports Saturday of what if we can build the New England Patriots dynasty without Tom Brady. Currently we are 4-0, having beat, as you see, the Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning last week by the massive score of 10-3. But now we are on to this week and we have to play the Miami Dolphins. Now you have to go back to week 6 of the week 4 rather, of the 2001 season when these two teams met, and the Dolphins came out on the winning end of that one, 30-10. But we're gonna have to see what we can do in this one, and I'm hoping we can actually get some aerial attacks put together because it's not something we've been able to do so far in this game. Predominantly our way to getting victories has been through the run game, which isn't bad, but by modern, and I say modern now realizing this is a 20-year-old game, it's amazing to see how much the NFL has truly evolved into a passing league, even from 2001, 2002 to 2024. Now, in order to take down the Dolphins this week, we are going to have to go through quarterback Jay Fiedler, who at this point was 30 years of age and was on his 3rd NFL team when he was with the Dolphins, and this is the last year I believe he was with the Dolphins. Played all 16 games. Again, Miami went 11-5 and tied with New England at the end of the season, with New England winning the tiebreaker. He threw for 3,290 yards and 20 touchdowns versus 19 picks, did our boy Fiedler. So we'll be playing in the rain, and we'll see if we're going to be kicking away here or not. But yeah, Jay Fiedler joined the NFL in 1995. He was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles, then went away for a couple of years. Came back and played with the Minnesota Vikings in 98, then went to the Jacksonville Jaguars in 99. Played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons. So this was actually his 2nd of 6 seasons with the Dolphins. And then in 2005, played his final year with the New York Jets. So in a lot of ways, Fiedler has some similarities to Drew Bledsoe. Bledsoe had the more lucrative career, but after they left their original teams, they both became journeymen with multiple stops before they were through, and then they ended up retiring about the same age. Bledsoe retired, he was about 34, 35. And something else I was looking at in preparation for this week was the draft picks that the Patriots had available to them coming into this season. And one of them, who we will see quite prominently on the offensive line, or defensive line rather, is this guy right here, Richard Seymour. He was the first pick taken by the Patriots with number 6 in the 2001 draft. As Teddy Bruschi comes right through the gap and puts down that fullback. But Richard Seymour went on to have a really great career both with New England and then with the Oakland Raiders, and then was elected into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, if I remember it right, last year, if not in 2022. Yeah, he was inducted in 2022. Holding on the offense, but we backed them up. So we can make it 2nd and 24, or we can make it 3rd and 16. I'm inclined to give him the loss down and make it 3rd and 16.
I don't get the logic there. I would have accepted that penalty in a heartbeat.
Well, that's why you're up in the booth calling the game, dude, and I'm the one down here playing it.
It's picked up. Nearly gets it off.
Although, just short of the first down as they got the completion away.
Are going to give away some great field position here, Dan.
Yeah, they're probably going to punt it away, and that is going to hurt.
Why he didn't go for the first down marker, I have no idea. So take it at our 20, and Troy Brown will bring it back.
Makes the stop on the return.
The Patriots want to be the first to crack that scoreboard. They have an opportunity here to take an early lead.
All right, so we'll take over on downs, and we'll see if we can't get this offense rolling. Well, like I said,
The Patriots
we've been really relying on the run game and J.R. Redmond, our halfback, to really move the ball downfield. Passing has not been our forte, as we automatically pick up the first down there.
J.R. Redmond ate up some major yardage to get the first down. It's all about speed and being determined to get the yards you need.
First and 10.
Well, it worked for us the first time. Might as well try it again. Well, didn't get very far that time. So only pick up of 2.
Ball at the 44-yard line.
Oh, Drew's gonna get sacked. Knew it as soon as I looked down and saw the Gardner was coming around that edge. I was like, oh, too late.
You can't coach hits like that.
I'm totally sandwiched.
It's now 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. All right, see if we can't get a first down here. We're gonna need one. And it's caught by Troy Brown and his band of renown. I thought that was picked.
Troy Brown bobbled it a bit, but managed to keep his hands on it.
I was sure that was a pick. I threw into double coverage. The defensive back went up for it. I didn't realize Troy had caught it. So run the screen pass to the fullback, Mark Edwards. And sometimes you want to do that just because you know if you have a defense that is thinking further downfield, it'll open up those little short yardage plays in the flat. And you get a guy the size of Edwards who can move, and you basically have a big old bowling ball. Redmond only picks up about 1, maybe 2.
It's now 3rd and 6.
All right, see if we can't make a completion here. We do. We get it to Bert Emanuel, and we are moving downfield and picking up yardage nicely, which is what we're wanting to do.
Football, despite all the defenders around him.
It's 1st and 10.
And that one's knocked down because I got rushed.
That's just the first time he's missed his mark this drive. He's been dead on today.
It didn't help that they were setting the blitz. I picked it up and then had to get rid of it faster than I wanted to. And an excellent run by J.R. Redmond as we are down inside the 10. It's 1st and goal with under a minute to go in the first quarter.
Sleep at the wheel, Dan. They can't defend against anything.
Right now, their coach would be happy if they could defend against the run or the pass. First and goal.
All right, see if we can't punch it in here. Knocked down. Nope, they were covering the end zone well.
Drew Bledsoe is not getting much help from his line there, Dan. They were on him in a hurry.
Yeah, that forced him to cough up a lame pass. He's lucky there was no defenders around. Ball at the 7-yard line.
And Redmond's already got 32 yards on 5 carries.
It will be third down. It's third and goal.
So we're going to have a penalty and a free play here because they were offsides. So that's the end of the first quarter. No score, but we are knocking on the door here.
Third and goal.
So third and goal at about the 2.5. Oh, we didn't get in. So now the question is, do we go for it?
Tantalizingly close. Boy, fourth down presents a real puzzler for this coach.
Well, might as well. How did he not get in? He was right there at the goal line. That should have been in.
Defense held him tight with the goal line at their backs. You can't coach that.
Oh my God. So we were nearest makes no difference to get into the end zone. And they said no. And almost picked off.
Lucas was in big trouble on that one, Dan. Tossing it away looked like the smart choice to me.
Yeah, I definitely think they would have popped him for the sack otherwise. Second and 10.
And so actually, it's not even Fiedler who's playing quarterback today. It's Ray Lucas.
More interference than a cell phone in the Lincoln Tunnel, but he still managed to make the catch, Dan.
It seemed really risky to throw to him with that much coverage, Peter, but apparently they knew he could get the job done with the right throw.
I was sure it was Fiedler who was going to be playing today, so he must be hurt.
Is tackled after making a very smart play to recover the loose ball.
Nowhere to run, baby. No place to pass to either, with these guys on the case.
All right, so let's see if we can't back him up a little bit further.
All at the 11-yard line.
So Ray Lucas only played 6 seasons, and this was his second to last year as an NFL quarterback playing for the Dolphins. He came over from the Jets, having played 4 years there. And he actually got his start in New England.
It's the sideline. With the stop after several yards on the play.
Rob Conrad made a great catch there, Dan. That one dropped over his shoulder, and he was able to snag it without breaking stride.
And for his career, Ray Lucas finished with a not respectable 3,029 passing yards and only 18 touchdowns. That's having played on 3 different teams.
He's brought down, and yes, he will be just past the marker. Nice job on 3rd down.
Rob Conrad got the yards he needed to convert.
They know they can count on him to make
So he
those
managed to
crucial
drag us for another
conversions.
1st down.
Just good football. Ball on the 22.
And it looks very much like the potential curse of Miami may bite us in the butt before this game is over. For whatever reason, under the Bill Belichick regime, the Patriots were just never good taking on the Dolphins in Miami. Like, they made some of the most ridiculous errors and had the most rotten luck playing down here. So we're getting the 2-minute warning.
3rd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and it's still 0-0.
It should be 7-0. Because we should have had that touchdown.
Barely gets it off. It's front of the markers. 3rd down play. They get the first and a whole lot more.
And now the Dolphins are driving.
First time out and stop the clock. The clock shows 1:49 left. He couldn't reel that off.
And almost picked off as he threw that one into traffic.
Got a soggy piece of football there, Dan, but couldn't make the catch.
All the moisture is making it tough on those guys out there, Peter. Ball on the 44. Barely gets it off. It's caught in the flats.
Oh, he lost the ball. And how did he get it back? I thought we had it.
Under control. The Dolphins got the clock.
Did we get it and we dropped it? What is going on?
.137 to go.
So not only did they coughed the ball up, they got it back somehow and have enough for a 1st down in our territory.
He couldn't hold on to that one. Incomplete.
He's going to have to get both hands on the football if he wants to make those catches, Dan.
In this weather, it is a must. The leather hide is slicker than a used car salesman on commission.
Good one.
Got it out of a book. 2nd and 10. Penalty marker down on the play. Let's listen to the call.
So we're holding on the Dolphins, which means, yeah, we're going to back it up.
Must have known he was going to lose him and got too aggressive, drawing the holding call.
2nd and 20.
So make it 2nd and 20. And almost picked off.
Had no choice
Threw right into the law firm of Law and Lawyer.
He was groceries there.
Sacked?
That's right.
Oh.
Sacked. Yeah. 3rd and 20. He'll throw this one away. Incomplete, and that's the 2nd incompletion in a
So
row.
4th and 20, and now they're going to have to
come
kick
up
it
with a
away.
big play and didn't.
3rd and long is so tough to convert. Kirk will punt for the 2nd time.
So I have 1:20 to see if we can go.
Nice punt.
Are we going to be able to get this ball? Yep, we'll get it to 15. And Troy with a good return.
The Patriots
So it'll be
leading
1st
their
and 10 on our
offense all night
37. We got a
support here.
minute
couple first downs would go
10 to
a
go.
long way to that end.
The Patriots have the ball after the punt.
Now we got to go 63 yards. And that ain't going to be a good way to start it.
Scott Galen is really causing some headaches for his team, Dan. He shut down that play like Elliott Ness closing down a Chicago speakeasy.
Ball on the 36.
And we get the first down, which we needed, and we'll call a timeout here.
After the catch, the Patriots take their first timeout and stop the clock.
First down, 10 yards to go. Timeout on the field.
37 seconds to go.
All right, see if we can't get another completion off here. Almost had it, but Brown got hit just as he caught it.
Into double coverage there. He's got a good arm, but I can't see how he would have made it through.
Yeah, I'll bet he could have found greener pastures elsewhere. 33 seconds left.
I mean, we'll get the ball to start the second half.
Two incompletes in a row, and the last two plays have looked a little rough.
Drew Bledsoe is lucky not to be saddled with an interception there, Dan. There were guys all over the place out there.
That was not a smart throw, Peter. The clock is down to 28.
They were close to a first down.
Dolphins played solid all-around defense there, holding.
Just 11 seconds remaining.
See if we can't get this off.
The Patriots.
We call a timeout.
Use their second timeout.
First down, 10 yards to go. Timeout on the field.
So we have 2 seconds to go in the half. We're going to have to throw up a prayer and hope it pays off. Or instead we're going to get sacked as we go to the half. So, it goes exactly the way I don't want it to, and we go to the locker room with no score. We should be up by at least a touchdown, but we're not. But we do get the ball to start the second half. And in a lot of ways, this is what we get for taking a week off, in that you forget the logistics of this game and kind of what you need to do to really, really get points on the board more often.
Redmond catches it in the end zone. Comes in and makes the tackle.
But as I tried to figure out last week, we're not able to change the offensive strategy in this game, which is really annoying. Unlike most modern football games, you can go in and you can do a lot more tinkering with it, and if you don't like the way the offense is run, you can simply incorporate a different offensive play style. You can do the same thing with defense, but this game, at this point, was not an option. So what I really need is I need better receivers, and unfortunately that's just not something that the Patriots were ever really good at under Bill Belichick.
Ball on the 24.
We get the first down as we find Troy again.
On the blitz, Dan,
And he was really the most,
match
one,
for this tough,
if not the most dependable
offensive
wideout
line.
we had available for this team for
But if
years.
you're successful, you're just about guaranteed an open man downfield. Ball on the 40. Incomplete
That's swatted down. If that had been picked, that would have been 6 points. Sam Madison, who was one of the better defensive backs of that era.
Some bad passes.
Ball on the 40.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Look at this stat here. Once he takes that first hit, he keeps on pushing for a whole lot.
So his first 5 carries gave him 32 yards, and since then he's only picked up about 19 more. That's not good.
It's 3rd and about 7.
Gets it to Burt right in midfield. 1st down. He needed that.
They picked up on the blitz right away, Dan, and I think that was the key to this play's success.
You got that right, Peter. They were more than ready for it, and they were able to buy time for their general behind the lines. It's 1st and 10. Escapes a tackle. 40.
Oh, Redmond's in the flat. Still on his feet, still moving, and he's down inside the 10. What a run by J.R. Redmond.
The Dolphins have had
We needed that in a big way.
Game plan today. They better step it up, Dan.
Now watch this block by Edwards right here, 44. Big, thank you.
You have a pretty good idea that they're either going to pass or they're going to run with it. I mean, how hard can that be?
Well, they're making it look like rocket science out there.
The Patriots moving the ball well at
It's
first
1st and 10 at the 8. And now Redmond is down at the 2.
A gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
See if we can't finally punch it in here. We go to Edwards, he walks it in, touchdown. Finally, we're on the board.
Joy of 6 on that
6-0.
play. That's solid no-frills football, baby.
I like that. The joy of 6.
All right, we'll set up the point after.
Vinatieri lines up for the point after. It's away.
And it's 7-0 New England with 2:18 to go in the 3rd.
The game on the board, 7-0.
So now, as long as we don't allow Miami to put a drive together, we should be in good shape here. This is going to be a great kick. Boom.
Kickoff.
Take it way in the back of the end zone. That's going to get downed.
Kelly catches it. Kelly pounds it in the end zone.
1st down, Dolphins.
The Dolphins take the field for the first time.
Okay, see what we can do on defense here.
That last touchdown.
And we immediately pull Axe Lucas and put him down as Nugent went right through the A-gap for the sack. Came in, nobody was blocking him in high. We needed that.
It's 2nd and about 17.
And he's going to throw that one away.
Good, incomplete. 3rd and what looks like forever coming up.
And the thing about the Patriots at this point in their history was, yeah, they had a really good defense. They had a lot of really good role players in the secondary and in the linebacking core, and then adding somebody like Richard Seymour was really helpful. And then it was just a matter of putting the offense together. But the real problem is that as much as I loved the Patriots and what they were able to do, in a lot of ways they were too conservative on offense. And part of the problem is because they didn't give Tom Brady the sort of receivers that a guy of his ability could really use. And that was the thing, was that everybody would say for years that nobody did more with less than Brady did. Now, granted, he had a guy like Troy Brown who was, like I said, very dependable and was always able to seem to be in the right spot at the right time to make a play. He had guys like David Patton. He had little guys like Wes Welker and Chris Hogan and Julian Edelman. And they're not bad receivers. Obviously, they were able to win. God knows they won. But were they elite level talent like you would think that a team like this would be able to bring in? No, they didn't get that until they got Randy Moss, in the 2007, 2008 season. And even that Randy Moss was right on the cusp of being on the downside of his prime. He was still great. But you have to remember that the Patriots never did win a Super Bowl with Randy Moss in their uniform. They never did. So Randy has to be one of those players that gets to spend the rest of his career knowing he's a Hall of Famer. He's considered one of the best at his position. But he was also one of the few great players that never won a Super Bowl. So now we're going to back this up 5 yards, which is not what we wanted.
And he draws the false start call. And they're playing pretty clean ball here.
That's our first penalty of the day.
One thing. They're focused in on this game. Everybody's
And it's caught. First down.
They saw the blitz coming and shut it down.
That is so crucial if they can pick up the rush like that.
This might be the last play of the third quarter.
The quarterback can see all kinds of possibilities downfield.
Great job.
Ball on the 22.
So it picks up about 5-6 yards, and that will be the end of the third. So we go to the fourth. We're up 7-0.
Currently enjoying a slight advantage, but it's anybody's game. 7-0. Ball at the 16-yard line. From shotgun. Spirals it left.
And it's caught. Touchdown. But we got a man down. I'm not sure who it was either.
Race downfield for the touchdown.
When he's on fire like that, you can't give him any room or he's going to score on you.
So we managed to get the touchdown. Hopefully it did not come at too high a price.
Vinatieri will line up for the point after.
So let's see who the injury is on. So the point after is good. Let's see here. I don't think it'll tell me who is hurt. Injuries. Here we go. So Rutledge out for 6 weeks of the I think that was the guy who just caught the touchdown. Yeah, so he caught the touchdown and fractured his arm at the same time. So we are now without a starting tight end, which makes me wonder just how he managed to catch that if he fractured his arm at the same time. Be that as it may, it's 14-0, which is good for us because we are down to under 4 minutes to go in this game. It should be under 5 minutes to go in this game, rather.
The Dolphins will start out at the 20.
See if Ray and company can put together any sort of offense here.
Barely gets it off.
Oh, Dan, look at how much more effective they are.
We've only allowed 54 yards through the air passing today, which is normally a really good sign.
Rutledge had to leave the field earlier in the game, but I'm told we will have a full report right now, as a matter of fact. Let's go to Michelle Westfall on the sideline. Michelle?
Well, Dan, he just got back from the locker room, and the x-rays unfortunately revealed a fracture. The doctors are estimating that he will be out for at least 4 weeks, perhaps up to 6.
That could be a costly injury for this team. It'll be interesting.
So they keep running that comeback to him. I think that's, I want to say, I think that's O.J. McDuffie, but I can't pick up the nameplate on the back of the jersey. But they've run that play a couple of times now, and that's been their primary way of generating offense through the air. And he goes nowhere as Willie McGinnis went right there at the line and said, sit down.
It's all about perseverance, Dan.
Oh, I think they even got knocked back a bit. What a blow to this offense's morale.
They can't let that stand. Expect them to come back strong.
It's now 2nd and 12. Hot near the sideline. He gets couple.
And did he get it?
Runs out of bounds.
He did, but was run out of bounds. And it is O.J. McDuffie.
Kept control of the football. It's all about reflexes in situations like that.
Yeah, that was
O.J. McDuffie was one of those guys that was always in the mix, is considered one of the better receivers in the league at the time, but never really maximized anything as a result of it. He ended up being the victim of being on some bad teams. They got it to Goodwin for the first down.
Ball at the 50-yard line.
So it looks like they're going to be taking advantage of the left side of the field.
Barely gets it off.
And now they go up and under to the fullback.
On the play.
Rob Conrad made a fine catch there. The ball was maybe a half step ahead of him, but he was able to extend his arms and pull it in.
Yeah, he could have opted for a dive to ensure he got that ball, but he played it smart.
So about 3 minutes to go in this one.
Play going. Ball is 35. Ball is juggled, but then dropped incomplete.
And
Managed
incomplete.
to get a piece of it, but the rainwater's making that leather hide pretty hard to grip. He couldn't come down with it.
It's 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5. About our 45-yard line.
Barely gets it off.
And that one's dropped incomplete. They're looking for Rondé Gadsden.
The Dolphins really should have gotten the first down there instead of getting stopped a few yards short.
And they're going to punt it away.
He's ready.
Rondé Gadsden was an interesting story because he actually started out here in the Pacific Northwest. He played for Portland in the Arena Football League back when Arena football was really at its peak. And Portland had a very, very short-lived, as they do in most sports, had an arena football team called the Portland Forest Dragons.
The Patriots
And he was pretty much their standout receiver, and then the Dolphins picked him up. And if I remember right, I think Gaston played for a couple of years.
The Patriots are on the field after the punt. They're out 14-0.
It was definitely one of those feel-good stories that if you knew what was going on with him,
A gain of 4.
that a guy who seemingly came out of nowhere
It's now
all of a sudden was now capable of being in the NFL. It's kind of like the Kurt Warner story, but in a different way. Because Gaston never won a Super Bowl. I don't even think he played in the Super Bowl.
Johnson delivers a big play with a monster catch. That's a first down with some style.
Ball at the 39-yard line.
So close it on the 2-minute warning. I'd love to get one more touchdown just so we can finally get a game where, well, that ain't going to help,
Penetration and makes a nice tackle in the backfield.
where we can have more than 2 touchdowns on the board.
The Patriots
We haven't done that
have a
yet.
shutout, 14-0. Ball on the 35.
And that was knocked down. Trying to thread the needle there.
Drew Bledsoe was really feeling the heat on that one, Dan. I think that affected the pass.
Oh, without a doubt, Peter. They were gunning for it.
You know, he must have felt like he was the last tray in the buffet and I had just gotten off work.
Ooh, boy, that's certain doom. 3rd and 14. On the gun. Barely gets it off.
And trying to do it manually, got hit as he threw it. Or hit as he caught it, rather.
It's crunch time, Dan, but the burden isn't on them. They've got the lead.
Right, I say they kick it away and rely on that defense to finish the job.
So we are going to have to kick it off.
Punt for the first time this game.
Decent corner punt.
Ogden has it. 77. Doesn't let that return go far as he slams it into the turf.
So that drive didn't go how I wanted.
Score situation here. That clock is just ticking away.
The Dolphins and their defense forced the punt. Now let's see if their offense can score. Currently they trail 14-0. He couldn't hold on to that one.
Looking underneath for the fullback, and Brewski right there to knock it away.
Ball on the 32.
Now, at this point in most games, what you're trying to do is you're just trying to run time off the clock, and you're obviously not wanting the offense
It's picked up. Barely gets it off.
to be able to move the ball downfield.
Plays and looked a little ragged.
So you want to play
Really
semi-safe,
blew it with
but
that
you don't
throw.
want
I
to play
mean, there
too
were 3
safe.
sharks in the water out there.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was a mistake to bunch up the coverage in one zone like that, but apparently they knew just what they were doing.
Because it seems like they're trying to go underneath the fullback. Now he's not on the field.
Dumps it right, and again.
And that's knocked down.
Incomplete. That's 3 in a row, and it's going to be 4th down.
And they're
You know,
going to
Dan,
have to
with the
punt
clock
this
winding
away.
down, their backs are against the wall. They've got
Nope,
to go for
they're
it.
going to go
It would
for
be
it.
an incredible comeback if they can close the gap. They've got to convert here, and they've got to work fast. They're going for the first out on 4th and 10. We have a penalty marker on the play. Let's
And the center jumped the gun, which means they're going to back him up 5 more yards. I wonder if that's going to convince him to punt it.
Like he was trying to draw somebody off sides, but he'll take home the flag this time.
Nope.
Looks like they're going for it on 4th and 10.
They're going to go for it again.
From shotgun. No one in front of him. Caught it.
Oh, my God. McKnight all alone out there on the left side
That's
again.
a big conversion, but I can't see them digging their way out with so little time left.
Nope, too little, too late. Ball at the 47-yard line.
Cannot believe I gave up that chunk play. That is inexcusable. But again, they're going to the left side,
He'll throw this one away. There's a penalty marker on the play.
and that's going to be roughing the passer. Nope, intentional grounding. Yeah, I'll take that. Serves you right.
Ball on the 43. Barely gets it off.
And that one's incomplete.
So it's an incomplete pass. Third and 20.
So 3rd and 20, and hopefully we will not give up another big play like we just did. And 4th and 14.
You know, Dan,
Are
with
they
the
going to
clock
punt it,
winding
or are they
down,
going to
their
go
backs
for
are
it?
against the wall. They've got to go for it.
It would be an incredible
Yep, they're
comeback
gonna go
if
for
they
it
could
again.
close the gap. They've got to convert here, and they've got to work fast. They're going for the first down on 4th and 14. It's picked up.
They were not able to
And
keep
almost
their
picked
hopes
off, but
alive.
that'll be
Turning over
the
ball
turnover
now,
on
but
downs.
decimates their chances of a comeback, Peter.
So now we get the ball back.
The
With a minute to go, so I mean, I got to run a few plays so they can burn their timeouts, but that puts it in the Ag Bay, barring the highly improbable.
is history. Pitches. Stops him right at the line. The Dolphins take their first time out and stop the clock.
10 yards to go.
2nd and 10.
They're crowding the box. They got 7 guys up front.
Taylor fakes the tackle just past the line of scrimmage. Nice play. The Dolphins stop the clock and use their second timeout.
9 yards to go. Timeout on the field.
It's 3rd and 9. Barely gets it off.
And he gets it away to Emmanuel. First down. We needed that.
But what a great effort on 3rd down. The Dolphins call timeout and stop the clock. That was their last.
And that was their last one. So
52 seconds on the clock. Open field wide left. Comes in and
and he's
makes
close
the
to a
catch.
first down.
A gain of 6.
2nd down, 4 yards to go.
34 on the game clock.
Oh, Drew got sacked.
Huge play.
That was
They take one
stupid.
right on the chin, Dan, driving them way back.
That's a play I'll bet they wish they could get back. How embarrassing. 12 seconds on the game clock.
All right, well, we'll take a knee at this point and call it good, but we will go to 6-0 on the year,
Bledsoe takes a knee.
and we will win here in Miami 14-0.
The Patriots.
Again, not the prettiest game we ever saw, but it's another win in the column. Let's see who we are playing next week. We will play the Chargers out in San Diego, but this is before they move to LA. As I check my notes here, I can see how we fared in that contest. Whoop, as my iPad failed me here. But it seems like the best we can hope for in these games is getting like 1-2 touchdowns at best. And then going from there. So we're hosting the Chargers in Foxborough next week. When these two teams met last year, or not last year, 2001 rather, it ended up going to overtime, and the Patriots won 29-26. So, and is this Drew Brees' Chargers that we had to deal with this year? Because it was under Mike Riley, who was the coach at Oregon State for a long time. And yeah, this is the year that they had drafted LaDainian Tomlinson and Drew Brees. So this was the great what-if season. And they had the ageless wonder Doug Flutie on this team. I wonder if he'll be the starting quarterback next week. Because Drew, as a rookie, probably will not get the start. And Doug Flutie, say what you will about him, but as a kid who grew up in New England in the early 80s, that guy was one of my heroes as a youngster out in the backyard playing football. So this should be a fun one. But as it is, that's Sports Saturday for this week, and we are closing on the halfway mark in this what-if scenario of can we build the dynasty of the New England Patriots if Tom Brady never existed? So far, we're doing well. We're playing on standard difficulty. We're having everything go our way, but the thing I will say about NFL 2K2 is that in terms of its ability to generate a lot of excitement, a lot of fun on offense, it's really, really lacking. And as I said, there's not much I can do about it. I can't change the offensive strategy to emphasize the passing game or whatnot. So, it's just one of those things that we've got to just work through and make the most of it, really. And that's what you do in any NFL game with any NFL team. It's how it is in real life. There's, the team's getting ready to start training camps here in the next week or so, if I recall. So the start of the season's just around the corner. But that will do it for this Saturday. Again, we hope you tune in tomorrow for Sucker Punch Sunday, where we play a classic fighting platform-based game from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th generation. Also, thanks to all you who tuned in for our revisitation of Metal Gear Solid from 1998 for the PlayStation 1. That was a lot of fun to go back and take a look at and get done with. We have, as I said, we've already picked out our next game, but we are going to take a little bit of time and prep for that one. It's a franchise that I will tell you this much, I'll give you this much. Most people on this side of the world have never heard of it. But it is far and away one of my favorite franchises that I have ever played of all time. And it's one of the reasons I put this channel together. If you've been following this channel for a while, you may know, but I won't tell you until we have it ready to go. But in the meantime, we will have our usual fare of one-day playthroughs on Monday and WTF Wednesday on Wednesday, obviously. And we'll have that go for a couple of weeks, and then once we get the recordings done for our next playthrough, we will have those up in place of those two series. Of course, you can follow us on social media through Instagram and Threads. Help spread the word about us as we continue to build the channel and make it bigger and better for everybody. Thanks to everybody who has continued to subscribe. We're closing in on 200 subscribers, which I know in the grand scheme of things isn't much. It's not going to earn us a YouTube plaque, but how the heck else are we going to build a community if we don't start small and do it organically as we have? That's the only way we know how to do it. That's how we're going to go about it. So, in the meantime, my name is Ronan. It's been great to spend this Sports Saturday with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming. Stay cool out there. It's getting on the dog days of summer, but it is still hot in a lot of the world. And it's getting crazy out there. So, we will talk to you tomorrow for Sucker Punch Sunday. Bye.